The tension is thick, the emotions are raw, and a long-silenced truth is finally being forced into the spotlight. In an explosive and deeply emotional moment from Mama June from Not to Hot, Lauryn "Pumpkin" Efird comes face to face with her ex-husband Josh Efird, and what unfolds is not just a confrontation, but a painful reflection of broken bonds, abandoned responsibilities, and a young girl caught in the middle. That young girl is none other than Alana "Honey Boo Boo" Thompson, a name the world knows, but a story few truly understand. What makes this moment so gripping isn't just the raised voices or emotional confessions, it's the history behind it all. For years, Alana wasn't just Josh's sister-in-law. She was someone he helped raise, someone who lived under his roof, someone who saw him as a father figure. So when Lauryn decides to confront Josh about his absence from Alana's life after their split, it's not just a casual conversation, it's a reckoning. She sits across from him, determined, her voice carrying both frustration and concern. She explains how she recently spoke to Alana, who shared exciting news about making the Dean's List, a huge achievement, but also revealed something heartbreaking: she hasn't heard from Josh. That silence cuts deeper than any argument. Lauryn doesn't hold back as she points out the pattern, how men in Alana's life have a history of disappearing, leaving emotional gaps that are hard to fill. And now she fears Josh has become part of that same painful cycle. Her words are sharp, but they come from a place of protection. She isn't just speaking as an ex-wife, she's speaking as a guardian, as a sister, and as someone who refuses to let Alana feel abandoned again. Josh, clearly caught off guard, doesn't respond with anger, but with visible emotion. His voice softens, and for a moment the walls come down. He insists that his absence wasn't intentional, that he never forgot about Alana. He reminds Lauryn, and perhaps himself, of the years they shared, the effort they put into helping Alana build a better life, the moments that made them feel like a real family. He speaks with pride about her, calling her the one he's most proud of, which adds a layer of sincerity to his words. But sincerity doesn't erase absence. Lauryn presses on, urging him to understand that good intentions don't replace action. A simple call, a quick check-in, a moment of acknowledgement, those are the things that matter, especially to a young girl who's already experienced emotional neglect. She challenges him directly, not to defend himself, but to do better. And that's when Josh opens up in a way viewers rarely see. He admits that life has been difficult, that he's been dealing with his own struggles. There's a sense of vulnerability in his confession, a man who feels overwhelmed, who may have pulled away not out of indifference, but out of emotional exhaustion. He explains that he didn't want to burden anyone else with his problems, suggesting that his silence may have been his way of coping. Still, he acknowledges the truth in Lauryn's words. He admits that he could and should do better. And perhaps the most powerful moment comes when he talks about what being a father means to him. He describes his children as his entire world, his lifeline, the only thing that truly matters in his life. And in that same breath, he includes Alana among them, not as an obligation, but as someone he genuinely cares about. That admission is both touching and complicated, because if Alana is truly like one of his own children, then his absence becomes even more painful. Josh recognizes this contradiction, and it seems to hit him in real time. He expresses a deep fear of being seen as just another father figure who disappeared, a label he clearly doesn't want to carry. He reflects on how Alana might feel right now, imagining the hurt, the confusion, the sense of being forgotten. There's a moment of silence that follows, heavy with unspoken emotions. And then, almost quietly, Josh suggests that maybe, just maybe, he can fix it. It's not a grand promise, it's not a dramatic declaration, but it's real, and sometimes that's more powerful. What makes this entire exchange so compelling is how relatable it feels. Behind the reality TV cameras and public personas are real people dealing with real issues, family fractures, emotional distance, and the consequences of broken relationships. This isn't just about drama, it's about accountability, growth, and the possibility of redemption.
For Alana, this moment could mean everything. A phone call, a message, a sign that she hasn't been forgotten. It could help heal wounds that have been quietly growing. And for Josh, this confrontation might be the wake-up call he didn't realize he needed. A reminder that being present isn't just about physical proximity, it's about emotional consistency. As for Lauryn, her role in all of this cannot be overlooked. She steps into a difficult conversation, not for herself, but for someone she loves deeply. She becomes the voice Alana didn't have in that moment, the one willing to say what needed to be said, even if it meant reopening old wounds. That kind of strength doesn't come easy, and it shows just how much she's willing to fight for her sister's well-being. In the world of Mama June from Not to Hot, moments like these are what keep viewers coming back, not just for entertainment, but for connection. Because at its core, this story isn't about fame or television, it's about family. It's about the bonds we build, the ones we break, and the ones we try to rebuild. And now, all eyes are on what happens next. Will Josh follow through? Will he reach out to Alana and begin to repair what's been lost? Or will this moment become just another missed opportunity in a life already filled with them? One thing is certain, this conversation has changed something. Whether it leads to healing or further heartbreak remains to be seen. But for now, the truth is out in the open, and sometimes that's the first step towards something better.